welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something that I think could genuinely change how you handle information day to day.
Hmm.
It's the official launch of the NotebookLM mobile app, finally here for both Android and iOS.
Yeah, finally is right. And NotebookLM, just as a quick refresher for anyone maybe less familiar, it's Google's AI tool, but it's specifically designed to, understand your stuff.
Right, your documents, articles, research notes, even things like YouTube video transcripts or PDFs you've saved.
Exactly. It's not just a general chatbot. It's grounded in the sources you give it, like having an AI assistant that's actually done the reading you gave it.
And the big news, the reason we're diving in today is that this power, this capability is now on our phones, on our tablets, anywhere, basically.
Which was, a huge request. You mentioned that people using the web version. Millions, apparently, were asking for this exact thing. On-the-go access.
So it wasn't just Google thinking, oh, let's make an app. It was driven by user demand.
Definitely. It just makes sense, doesn't it? We're always moving around, grabbing info on our phones, being able to really process complex stuff wherever you happen to be. That's a real step up.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive. Let's really unpack what this mobile app offers you. We want to look at the key features, sure, but also think about the personal benefits. Like, why might you decide, okay, I need to download this now?
Good goal. And
Yeah.
just practically, you can grab it right now. App Store for iOS 17 or later, iPhone, iPad, and the Play Store if you're on Android 10 or newer. Phones and tablets covered.
So accessibility is there, and you mentioned the user demand driving this. That's worth underlining, I think.
It really is. When millions of people, as they put it, are asking for something, it suggests the core tool is already hitting a nerve, providing real value. This isn't just a niche product.
Okay, let's get into the app itself then. What are the main things you can actually do with it? We know it's the first version, but what core features made the cut from the web version?
Yeah, good question. The positive news is they're saying many of the core features are there right from the start. So it doesn't sound like a super stripped down version. It should feel familiar if you've used the web one.
And some early testers have already flagged some features that sound, well, really useful. Let's start with one. Offline audio overviews. Tell me about that.
Ah, yes. This is a good one. Basically, you can get the AI to generate an audio summary, like a brief overview of the documents in your notebook.
Okay.
And the key part is you can download these summaries. So think about being on the subway, no signal, or maybe on a plane, or just out somewhere where data is spotty or expensive.
Right, or you just don't want to burn through your data plan listening to summaries.
Exactly. You download it beforehand and you can listen offline. And crucially, it supports background playback.
Ah, so multitasking.
You could be listening to a summary of, say, a dense report while you're checking emails, tidying up, or just walking somewhere. It turns that downtime into potential learning time.
That sounds genuinely practical, sort of weaving learning into the gaps in your day.
Precisely. It makes absorbing information much more fluid, less of a sit-down and focus task sometimes.
Okay, cool. What's another standout feature people are talking about? I saw something about interactive hosts or a join feature.
Yeah, the join feature. This is about making it conversational. Instead of just getting a static summary, you could actually interact with the AI about your documents.
How does that work on mobile?
So you essentially join a discussion with the AI about your sources. You can ask it specific questions, explain this concept, summarize this section. What are the key arguments here?
Okay.
And you guide it. You can steer the AI towards what you need to understand from those documents right there in the app. It's like having a knowledgeable tutor for your specific material, ready whenever you have a question.
So it's not just reading at you, you're having a dialogue with the AI about your stuff. That feels much more active, more engaging.
It is. It pushes you from just passively receiving information toward actively building your understanding. And on mobile, that immediacy is powerful. A question pops into your head while you're reviewing something, ask it right then.
Makes sense. Now, one potential hassle with mobile apps can be getting information into them. How does NotebookLM handle that? Is it clunky?
They seem to have thought about that.
Yeah.
The key is the standard share function on your phone or tablet.
Ah, the share sheet.
Exactly. If you're browsing the web, reading a PDF in another app, watching a YouTube video, anything you want to analyze, you just hit the share button for that content.
Okay.
And NotebookLM will appear as one of the options. You tap it, and boom, that content is sent straight into NotebookLM for you to work with. No copying links or downloading and re-uploading files manually.
That is smooth. So you find a great article online, share it directly to NotebookLM, maybe add some notes later. That really lowers the barrier to using it consistently.
Totally. And they've mentioned they plan to add more input types over time, too, so it should only get easier.
All right, let's pivot a bit. We've talked features, but let's talk about the why now. Why should someone listening consider making space for this app on their phone today? The tagline, "Understand anything, anywhere," is bold. Does it deliver on that promise?
Well, early signs are pretty positive. You look at reviews like Tech Radar called it a day one download, and even said it's one of the most genuinely useful AI tools they've encountered. That's strong praise for immediate utility.
That is strong. And part of that utility they mentioned comes down to reliability, right? Fewer AI hallucinations than your typical chatbot. Why is that?
It comes back to what we said earlier.
Yeah.
It's grounded. NotebookLM bases its answers, its summaries, its insights directly on the documents you provide it.
So it's not just making stuff up based on the whole internet.
Exactly. It's constrained to your source material. That dramatically reduces the chance of it generating plausible sounding but incorrect information, those hallucinations. Plus, and this is crucial, it provides citations.
Ah, footnotes, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. For pretty much everything it tells you, it shows you where in your documents it got that information. So you can easily click and check the original source yourself. Builds trust.
That's a huge difference for anyone meeting accuracy students, researchers, professionals, anyone just trying to learn reliably.
Absolutely. And its strength isn't just accuracy, it's also about distillation. It excels at taking large, complex topics. They use the example of dense scientific studies and giving you concise overviews.
Cutting through the jargon, getting to the core ideas quickly.
Right. Imagine needing to understand a complex research paper or a long company report before a meeting. Being able to get the gist on your phone in minutes. That's incredibly valuable.
So if you're someone who sometimes feels buried under too much text, too much complexity, this mobile app could be a way to surface the key takeaways quickly and efficiently.
That's the idea. And importantly, we should definitely mention the cost.
Right. How much is this going to set you back?
Well, the core NotebookLM app for both Android and iOS is free.
Free. Completely free.
Free of charge. No upfront cost to download and use its main functionalities. That removes a pretty big barrier to entry for anyone who's curious.
Okay, that's significant. A powerful AI tool grounded in your sources with offline capability, interactive chat, seamless sharing for free.
Now, there is a paid tier. They mentioned NotebookLM Plus.
Ah, okay. What's the deal there?
That's tied into the Google One AI premium subscription. Costs about $20 a month.
And what extras do you get for that?
Subscribers get things like generating more of those audio overviews, some options to customize the style or tone of the notebook outputs, and importantly, the ability to share notebooks with others for collaboration.
Gotcha. So more for power users, people using it very heavily or in teams perhaps, but the free version sounds very capable on its own.
It definitely seems like the core value proposition is there in the free tier. The Plus version adds enhancements for those who need them.
Okay, let's bring it back to our listener. Maybe someone who identifies as the learner, always trying to absorb information efficiently and maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed sometimes. How does this app specifically speak to them?
Oh, it's almost perfectly targeted. The quick summaries, check. Offline listening for learning on the go, check. The ability to ask clarifying questions when something complex doesn't quite click, double check.
It removes friction points in the learning process.
Exactly. It makes learning more integrated into your life. Those moments waiting in line, commuting, they become opportunities. It helps you get to those aha moments faster by summarizing, simplifying, and letting you probe deeper right when you need to, all from your pocket.
It really does sound like a significant step up in making this kind of AI analysis truly accessible and, well, usable in daily life.
Yeah, the combination offline audio, the interactive AI, the easy sharing, just feels like a very practical toolkit for anyone who deals with a lot of information.
So, to wrap this up, the core takeaway seems clear. The NotebookLM mobile app puts a powerful, grounded AI research assistant right in your hands, ready whenever you need it.
It's about understanding your information deeply, efficiently, fit seamlessly into your mobile-centric life.
So here's maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. How could having this kind of personalized AI assistant always available on your phone fundamentally change how you learn or consume information every day?
Yeah, could it be the thing that helps you finally tackle those complex topics you've been putting off? Or just stay on top of information without feeling constantly overloaded?
It's definitely something to consider. Could this change your relationship with information itself?
It's a potential paradigm shift for sure. The accessibility is key.
We really encourage you to check it out. Head to the App Store or the Play Store, download NotebookLM, maybe throw a document or a link you've been meaning to read into it and see what happens.
Yeah, experiment. See if it helps you understand anything, anywhere a bit better. Thanks for diving deep with us today.